What what have you seen? I mean, it's like nothing you've probably ever seen. This last, 12 months of the industry, what has this been like? Is a little bit of a resurgence in musicians in the sense that everybody started to say, "Hey, I want to play something. I want to take this time and better myself. I want to learn what I always said I wanted to learn." But also, how has that affected the industry as a manufacturer and a brand?
Well, we didn't know what was going to happen when all this first happened, right?
Right,
Nobody
right.
had any idea. And I think me especially, I was incredibly lucky to be where I was because we never had to stop shipping, even throughout, because we made some decisions earlier in that year that turned out to be the right ones. I didn't, but the top brass at Roland J. Wanamaker did.
Yep.
And, at first we thought, well, this year's a wash, right? But then as soon as by the end of March, it was apparent to me that it was going to be crazy because now everybody's at home, has a lot more free time.
Yep.
And the people that were still employed, which was the majority of the country, had disposable income because they're not going out and spending it on other things.
Yep.
So a lot of people decided they either wanted to learn how to play or play better. So there was a ton, and you saw all of the manufacturers came with different programs. Like Roland had if you bought a Roland piano or you owned a Roland piano, you could get 3 months of free lessons from a company called Scoove.com. So it's an online piano lesson deal. I know Fender had their Fender Play,
Yep.
right? Free for 3 months or whatever. So all of the different companies were doing that. And last year it was crazy. The demand has not slowed down.
Right.
We keep thinking it's going to, but it hasn't. So I think a lot of people, you got to think that a lot of people who picked it back up, once you start going back to the office and they going outside, going to restaurants, going to picnics and all that, they might lose interest. Like that's usually what happens.
Sure.
But maybe the other side of the coin is maybe they had enough time to get good enough where they're able to play that F chord,
Right.
which is the watershed moment of guitar, and they're going to stick with it. Who knows?
Right.